It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bills and the Seahawks. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long and try to get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not trying to panic. We're not trying to put the cart before the horse, but we need to win, and we need to get back on these winning trends, because if we want to find ourselves in contention throughout the rest of what's a long NFL season, these early October games, you got to have them.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. On third down, they go with Cook. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's fourth down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Third and long. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Once again, it's Cook. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and 4th down's coming up. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. A carry for Cook. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Cook. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. To throw on 2nd down is Watson. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Shotgun snap to Watson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this 1st half. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The tight end Fant in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Charbonnet. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. First and 10. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try to go up tempo here as they look like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Seahawks scoop it up to the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end rush. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Seahawks scoop it up. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Cook. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. That's taken in by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Here is first and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Here's Cook. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. They'll run. It's Cook. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain, and now it's 4th and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll run with Cook. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. A run up the middle with Cook. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Watson to throw. He'll try to run for it. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Watson now on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw is Watson. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10.
Here's Watson.
6-yard line.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Watson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Results in a 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on, and he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much, and that should wrap this one up. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. That's long enough, and it's good. On target from long range. So a road win here for the Bills. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.